Alright, welcome back. This is the last component of today's class. And in this class we'll be looking at critical thinking and other forms of writings. We'll be looking at broadcast commentary, we'll be looking at editorial, we'll be looking at opinion, we'll be looking at features, and we'll be looking at comments. Now, all these are avenues for writers, authors to express their own opinions, their own views, their own take on a particular subject matter. Now, we're going to start from the broadcast, commentary. Critically, broadcast commentary is another avenue that provides, speakers for them to air or to express their own point of view on a particular, subject matter. Often, they tend to speak to, at times, assess or evaluate their own opinion, looking at different issues in different contexts and in different directions. A broadcast commentary could look at a topical issues that is of public interest, and then he can critique the issue by evaluating it, by looking at it on the basis within which that particular, issue come into existence or come into public domain. Another form is that of editorial, which represent the voice of a media organization, particular newspaper organization. An editorial is the voice of the newspaper organization. It is called a reader. It is a reflection of what that particular newspaper organization think of a particular subject on a particular viewpoint, which perhaps sometimes is drawing from the public point of view on a controversial issue, on a particular issue that draw attention or generate debates in the public domain. So, critical thinking in this context, people can be able to assess the position of that particular media organization or newspaper, the position that that organization takes as far as that issue is concerned. And then people can critique whether they are taking a good side or they look at the issue from the negative point of view. So it also helps people to assess, to evaluate a particular issue in a different context. Opinion is another form or is another avenue where people express their own opinion. More often than not, writers' piece of book appears in columns where they express themselves looking at issues differently, providing their own position on a particular issue, critiquing, appraising, or accepting that fact, or they debunked the issue or disagree with what is already written. So audience in this direction can also critique the opinions of the writers, assess it, evaluate it to see whether it has substance, whether they agree or they disagree with the position of the writer. Writer's piece of work also appears in columns, which is also another avenue or platform for scholars, writers to also take side. Debates on controversial issues, assemble their own opinions. Audience can as well critique their own position. They can tend to agree or to disagree with their submissions. Another form is that of what? Feature articles or feature stories. And newspaper organizations also provide this platform where most writers express their viewpoint or opinion, which appears in front of what? Feature stories or articles, which perhaps audience can also critique this position, because most of these issues that are in the public space or in the public domain are subject to debate. People can debunk those arguments, people can accept them, people can reject them based on the content, the context within which those arguments are based. So all these forms are avenues within which people can engage, interrogate what writers have put on board or have put into perspective, to create awareness, to express their opinion, their point of view on different issues. So, critical writers, thinkers could, interrogate these issues and take position. And in this context, it is not also subject, or it is not also limited to all those forms. Painting, for example, music, for example, dancing, for example, are other avenues that people can critique or criticize such work of art. When you look at a particular painting, you can appreciate the beauty of the person who, do the work, who do the painting, whether it is good or it is bad, and then further suggestion, how can such painting be improved to give it better quality. When you watch a particular drama, a particular movie, you look at how that movie is being staged, the plot, the dialogue, the action, the suspense, and all these things. You evaluate those elements to see whether they are substantially being captured or they are omitted as far as that drama or that movie is concerned. You can also watch a particular music that is staged or put in place by a particular artist, whether it is Davido or whether it is Two-Face or whether it's anybody, and then you can see the lyrics, whether it is appreciable, it has meaning or not. So all these things can be appreciated. People can agree, people can disagree with the position of those who produce this content, who produce these movies, this music, this painting, or any work of art. So all these things can be assessed by critical thinkers. So thank you very much for being part of this class. And in our next class, we discuss other issues.